Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Someone says, what's the future? Vaughn Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I know I keep ignoring this. I keep forgetting that you do use that song, but it does. I guess I never bother to go back and do that. I probably should, because when it strikes you, it's not strike. It's, taking it down. Or not to, it's all right. So it's not like the way I described it, it's like basically says you can't make money off this video as long as this is on there. Or it's blocked in certain countries, but it's not a copyright strike. But even still, I should be avoiding that, and I keep forgetting to. That's why I didn't play it for a long time on my channel, and then I kept forgetting. I need more intros. The future is looking bleak. So Dean James likes being wrong. That's actually one of his favorite traits. What's going on, Joel L. Rican? Hope you guys are doing well. I want some people to kind of file in. So I decided, I did have some stuff I wanted to work on today, but I didn't get to. What's going on, Shine? Hope you're doing well. By the way, pinned to the chat is the link for everyone to... Oh, is it pinned? All right, it's not pinned. Just pinned the link for RebelOasisStudios.com. Let's go through the website real quick. Subbed, mate. Thank you. What's going on? We got, a lot of people coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and... let people file in while I share off my snazzy new website. You could see all 5 covers for Phenomenova issue 1. Now, these 4 are not available. I might have a few left over for convention season. They'll be sold at a much higher price and will be very limited. But issue 1, you can get right now on the website. And what is this, Land of the Lawless? Well, that was a 10-page short story I did. I actually added the Rebel Oasis logo on there because I'm going to make it a Rebel Oasis property, of course. But at the time, I didn't have a company. So, Rebel Oasis, my first published work was a 10-page short story called Land of the Lawless that was published in the back of a trade paperback. So, I would love to do a full story, a full comic of it one day. But for now... I have that 10-pager, and I think I'm going to upload it to Global Comics. I might even upload it the same day as Phenomenova. Now, I did promise initially I was going to make it available digitally, but then I had some stuff come through in my life, and it's a blessing that I kind of happened because I realized, it probably isn't a good idea to have it available right away to give some breathing room for the people who bought the physical copy. But I will make it available on Global Comics, just not yet. I haven't decided on a date yet. I have a placeholder date. Maybe I'll release it on Global Comics this month, either that or the beginning of next year. But either way, it's not going to be available digitally yet. It will be available digitally, just not right now. I'm figuring out, when I want that to happen, but it will be on Global Comics. But so that's where I'm at with that. I had a lot of stuff in my personal life. I don't want to just, dump it on there, but, it was the weekend I was going to drop my website. My grandmother found out was passing away in the hospital. It was just 10 days after her husband. So I did end up losing, both grandparents back to back, which is, again, why I've been I've been on Twitter, but I've kind of been, off the... Haven't been doing shorts every day because I wasn't feeling it, man. It was I wasn't working as much. I was helping my mom around the house, so that's why I've kind of been away, but I still knew I needed to get my website up and running. Turns out most people don't even buy during holiday weekends anyway, which thank God I decided to wait to launch my campaign because economically I'm not expecting a ton of purchases. I'm not expecting people to back new IPs in December. Initially, I was going to, but people talked me out of it. Mama Donna says hello. Oh, tell her I say hi back. Don't drop the website, dude. It might break. Well, I already dropped the website. So at least I didn't drop the issue 2 campaign. Thank you so much. By the way, Facebook and Instagram have decided to, like, I have family members that are messaging me on Facebook. Where's the link? And I'm like, it's Rebel Oasis Studios, and then you have to add .com. Because they literally don't let me post the link to anything. Facebook, especially, they don't let me post videos anymore. They don't let me post anything. It's insane. Oh, dude, this is insane. So John's Longbox and I are both going to launch like the same week. And then our Kickstarters are about to do the same week. Yeah, we got to figure out, at least put another week between ours again. I don't have an exact date for Phenomenova issue 2, so we're figuring it out. But I do have John's book. Oh, let's see the link. I'm not, hang on. Do I want to send you? I'll send you the link when I get to your cover. And then I'll send the link. But for now, I just want to talk for a little bit. So what do I have to show off this stream? Yeah, we will absolutely coordinate. Get hype. Absolutely get hype for Phenomenova issue 2. I have the letters in. I have some revisions I want to make, but initially, and this is the same thing with issue 1, I'm like, when I'm reading, and then I'm like, well, what didn't I like about it? I'm like, let me read through the whole thing again. And then the second time, I'm like, no, I like it. You almost are always scared when you initially look at anything you do. And it's good. Jim Alaska, how you doing? Looks like you've got a lot of people excited to see this, which is great. It's really great. So I'm going to start off by showing you. So, of course, we've got the store with our one item. If anyone wants to let me know what kind of merch you'd like me to drop, I'm focused on the books first because I want people basically waiting for merch. Like, I want this. All right, well, here you go. Suddenly stuff sells off rather than, initially I wanted to have all of it available right away. But I'm like, well, why would people buy shirts of a comic what if they don't like it? Now that people like it. And by the way, the reviews have been great. I got a 10 out of 10 from one person. I got an A+. That will not be in the cards. That will not be in. You want a body pillow of my 15-year-old character? Okay. I won't be providing that. Anyway, so I would love. Some people have suggested lunch boxes. Some people have suggested. I want a shirt of Drunk Vaughn on it. Well, I was gonna say I wouldn't make that, but if someone's gonna make it anyway, it might as well be me. These are oddly specific suggestions. Like, I was hoping you guys would just say like shirts or hats, Hey, all right. Next time I want to ask you guys for feedback, you fucking assholes. Anyway, what do we got here? The digital comics section has. Who is this? Who is this? This character was not in issue 1. You might be thinking, and you would be correct. This character was not a galvanized charging brick. That's awesome. That's actually cool. No merch, more. I'm in agreement, man. Like, I want to just do more comics, but like, I got some. Here's the thing: merchandising is how does help you grow a lot. Like, I would rather spend it on more stories, but if it leads to more stories. But right now, I'm focused on issue 2. And then I have to pay goddamn New Jersey taxes because the government is, I don't want to get into it. Liz probably Dark Cloud out of her armor. Oh, that's an interesting, theory. So this is Hotline. Hotline, who is the tech whiz around Phenomenova. She will be introduced as a character in issue 2. This was a trading card art I got from Dan Dahl. This is the first thing I'm going to show off. Dan Dahl did this trading card art. And the colors are going to be done by Nick Capone, whose colors you will see a couple times tonight. So I decided when I was doing the digital store, why don't I have the tech girl? And plus, she'll draw your attention. So that is a factor. So Hotline is the resident tech whiz for Phenomenova. That is her thing. She's, they call her when they need tech support. She's an overall tech genius. So, another thing I want to say about this. So this will be a trading card initially is how it was designed. I might even also do it as a mini print. We'll see because I really like the art. But this will be a trading card for Phenomenova issue 2. So be on the lookout for that. And again, the digital side of my comic site will be coming soon. But let's go over to the coming soon section. So Phenomenova issue 2. I decided I didn't want to show off any of the covers when I dropped the website. Yeah, Dan Dahl is great. So we've got issue 2. Uh-oh, is that Miles in a new costume? It is. That's his training uniform. It's not his final costume yet, but he has a training uniform for Phenomenova. And you will finally see the name Phenomenova, the word Phenomenova within Phenomenova issue 2. It's not mentioned at all in issue 1. Also, coming soon, we do, of course, have the horror writing submissions available for Reapers in Pursuit. That has been on the back burner. I apologize, Allie, but, I've been so busy with other stuff. Uniform, yeah, I'll say uniform, training uniform. Yeah, sure. That's the kind of like how the New Mutants had their generic training uniforms and they'd grow into their own costumes. That is what this is. So all the other people have their costumes, so have the generic one. So everyone check out this website. Submit if you haven't already. We have a Valentine's Day deadline, which I'm gonna have to realize I have to make. It's only a if it's only a uniform if others just the same. Well, technically, the assumption is that the former members would have worn this at some point and then got their own costumes. So we don't see anyone like that, but that's the assumption, you're going to be operating under, right? Because he's the only one you see wearing this costume, at least for now, maybe eventually, but yeah. I'm working on my story. Awesome. But okay. So now what do I want to show off first? I'm going to keep you guys in suspense a moment longer while I show off something most of you have probably seen. But so for those that don't know, I did get a trading card done for the 20K stretch goal that we did not hit for Phenomenova issue 1. But I'm not going to let that arc go to waste. So how am I using it? Well, if you back Phenomenova issue 2 on launch day, which is to be determined, I would think New Year's Day could be cool, but that might be too early. But regardless, early January is what I'm aiming for. Whenever launch day is, keep an eye on that email list. Keep an eye on socials. When you back day 1, you will get this exclusive trading card right here of Galvanite. So now that you guys have mostly read issue 1, I'm assuming you know who Galvanite is. This might even hold more meaning to you. This, of course, is done by my buddy Zach and my buddy Nick, who did that Dark Cloud trading card or the Dark Cloud mini print you got with issue 1. So if you want that, this is the way to get it. So yeah, that's what we got here. We got I hope you guys back day 1 if you want this trading card of Galvanite. Let me go ahead and check. I think right now we have 4 total copies, but 3 different orders of Phenomenova so far that have been on my website. So yeah, that's where we are at. And I might show off an extra trading card tonight if we get a sale while I'm live on my website. But if not, no worries. Dark Cloud is very intimidating when he first appeared. Yeah, so real quick. So Dark Cloud has a very brief appearance in issue 1. But everyone who messages me is like, I want more Dark Cloud. I want to see him. Now, you're not going to see much of him in issue 2. I'll let you know that right off the bat. But you will see more of him in 3. And going forward, you will see more and more of him as he pops up. Dark Cloud has been one of my favorite characters to write. I love him. And I'm so glad that first appearance really, really gave people a good impression. He's not so tough. I could take him. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Brony for life. All right. Are you guys? All right. Well, guys, it's time. You ready for the first cover of Phenomenova to be revealed? Here we go. And then, Don, I will bring you in for yours. You ready? Boom. There it is. Now, if you read the book, you saw the artwork, but you didn't see the text or any logos or anything like that. Here is the issue 1 main cover. It's done by, of course, the same team from the first issue. That would be Philip Cruz and Jesse Hagee. Did the line art for Philip Cruz and the colors, Jesse Hagee. Now, Jesse was not able to do the interior covers of this issue. He told me that after he had finished the cover, he's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know I can't do the full issue this time, but so I'm gonna try and get him back for issue 3." But yeah, let's see, Phenomenova colors. Yeah, his colors are great. It was hard to adjust to a new colorist, but my new colorist I think did a very good job. That is a good cover. My favorite hero, Phoenix Senshi. So everyone seems to love the Phoenix Senshi and Dark Cloud a lot. So part of why I avoided posting the cover for issue 2 for so long was because I was kind of building up the mystery of who's going to be the next hero to train Miles, out of all the Crusader Corps members. That was the mystery. You see all 6, you see 6 of them in the first issue. And I was like, well, who's going to be the one to train him? Well, everyone who's read the first issue knows by the end that it is going to be the Phoenix Senshi. But for those that hadn't read the issue, that's why I wanted the backers to get it first, because I want them to get their review first. So here we are, the Phoenix Senshi training Miles. And I remember I was describing, I had a list of ideas for my cover, right? Ton of ideas. And I decided this time around, like the first issue, that cover idea right here, this was my vision for the cover from the very beginning. And so I told him that, and he did that. This time I was like, we had grown so much as a creative team. I had this list, and I was like, you know what? Let me put it aside for a second. What do you picture in your head after reading the script? And I go, well, maybe before that, we should design the new makeshift or we should design the training uniform before we did the cover. He goes, no need. I have an idea for the cover. That's actually going to involve the old costume shredded up, and he just describes it to me. And I'm like, that's totally different, because I was picturing showing off this training uniform. And he came up with this, and then he showed me just the thumbnail, and I was like, wow, that is so much cooler than what I had in mind. What's going on, Bad Sauce? Just in time for you to check out that new issue 2 cover. And then I came up with this. Vaughn, why did you make your sister into a dude in the comics? And why is her name Wesley? There is a sister character in the comic that appears. Wesley was actually based on a cousin of mine. Phenomenova. To become a hero, the old Galvanite must be burned away. Can he survive the fire? I love that my letterer added that, like that burned away. It's so good. It's so good. So there we go. That is the issue 2 cover. I don't think so. I think this is like an academic, like reading into shit that's just not there. All right. That is the main cover. Now we're still kind of in territories where I haven't revealed too much new other than the logo, the layout, all that stuff on the cover. But I have not shown a new cover yet. Please tell me he kicks that girl's ass. The Phoenix Senshi's ass? I'll say you have to read issue 2. You have to read issue 2. That is all I will say. So make sure you're on that mailing list. Are you guys ready to see the first variant cover? This one came in a long time ago. I've been sitting on this for so long. I've actually been pretty far ahead with issue 2. But are you guys, it's going to be a fast turnaround time. And again, when you guys back issue 2, I want you to understand, you're kind of also in a way supporting issue 3, because the more issue 2 does, the more I can roll right into issue 3. Like if issue 2 does amazing stuff, amazing, I can funnel money into issue 3, get that out right after. Otherwise, it's going to be a longer wait, because I was working on issue 2 as soon as, like, while the campaign for issue 1 was still running, I was getting stuff done for issue 2. I would love to get more, but my artist is ready to start working on issue 3. But I might have to tell him to hold off for a bit. Depends on how well, everything goes in terms of sales, in terms of everything. That's why I'm focusing really on my website now, as well as some other creative things of my own. But yeah, however well issue 2 does, get your wallets ready. It's going to be a cheaper book too. It's 24 pages. I'm hoping to sell it for $10 main cover, and then I think I might do 15 for the variant covers. Let's check out those variant covers. Ready? So let me preface this by saying my first published work in comic books was working as an editor for a comic called Hunter Ninja Bear. Now I have a female ninja character that may have subconsciously been inspired by I don't remember if I came up with it before or after I was working on Hunter Ninja Bear. I actually think I came up with it before Hunter Ninja Bear, come to think of it. Yeah, I did. I came up with it before Hunter Ninja Bear. I'm remembering it now. I came up with it when I was in high school. And then Hunter Ninja Bear just further made me realize, yeah, this is great. I had come up with the Phoenix Senshi, and then there is, spoiler alert, a female ninja character in Hunter Ninja Bear. Well, I liked the way Mel Ruby had drawn her. Hunter Ninja Bear is awesome. Yeah, exactly. It is. And so I got in contact with Mel Ruby, who was the penciler for that book. Well, it turns out he could pencil, ink, and color. And he told me this, and I asked him if he would be willing to do a cover for issue 2 of Phenomenova. And of course, he said yes. We discussed it. I told him the characters I want, and then I basically told him to do his thing. And I apologized in advance because a lot of those character designs weren't colored yet, so I made him do like way too many little revisions. I apologized profusely. But without further ado, the first variant cover for issue 2, the Mel Ruby cover. Hold on. There we go. Check that out. So, if you like Hunter Ninja Bear, you will like this cover. I was not anyone's boss. I was low on the totem pole in Hunt. I was as low on the totem pole as you could get for Hunter Ninja Bear. I was never Chuck Dixon's boss. I didn't even talk directly to them. I sent the notes to my boss, who sent them to Chuck. I didn't talk to Chuck at all. I would love to talk to Chuck one day, but his boss, totally not. Oh shit, that's awesome. That means a lot coming from you. By the way, Michael, one day I hope to get you to do something. I'm gonna figure it out. I have so many artists I want to work for, but you are absolutely, or work with. I guess. I unintentionally said that. But you are absolutely an artist I'd love to work with. But so that means a lot coming from you. But yes, here is the Mel Ruby cover. Of course, we've got Hotline on the cover. We've got, that's Miles's training uniform. This is the first colored piece of art with Miles's training uniform. So he had some direction, but I think Mel added the yellow here, the bits of yellow. And we ran with it. And then, of course, we got Hotline here. We had to make some revisions on her. It's these three, we kept going back and forth. And then we've got Estrella right here. Estrella initially was going to be called Lady Justice. And then I was at Garden State Comic Fest. And before Garden State Comic Fest, I had gone back and forth, and I was like, man, this is like, Lady Justice is too generic of a name. And I was like, you know what? No, people will like it. And then I get to Garden State Comic Fest, and I'm walking around just the indie tables. And someone shows me their book where their main character is Lady Justice. And I'm like, yep, all right. Literally the next day, I see a Lady Justice comic. I got to change the name of this character. So I started looking into Greek mythology and what have you. And yeah, so and then I found that Lady Justice is based off a few goddesses and linked to a few goddesses. And of course, Lady Justice was Roman, but there were some Greek roots. And one of those goddesses was Estrella, which I thought was a really cool name. So I decided on the name Estrella for the character. But you could barely see her on this cover, right? And notice how there's a lot of storytelling here. You see, a bit of the HQ, a bit of, Mel's rendition of the Phenomenova HQ / training room. You've got the crystal, a little bit of the crystal here that she is through. What does that mean? Well, what I like about this cover is that it's kind of got some meanings that will make more sense after you've read the book, which any great cover should do. Any great cover. And we've got a lot of them. Well, if you want to see more of Estrella, we're going to move on to the next cover. So I mentioned you were going to see more Nick Capone art. And you will. But this is, of course, Nick Capone covers. Colors. Now, the first time I was at Garden State Comic Fest, there was an artist I met who was fresh out of the Kubert School, friend of Bobby's, friends of Zach's, and I think he's doing some work for Dynamite right now with Nick, I think, the same creative team who did this cover. And I remember I was like, I want you to draw a hot chick cover because I've seen him draw Vampirella for Dynamite. He's done work for Dynamite. He's great. He comes up with that, but he also goes, also, I was having fun with your characters. Here's this other thumbnail, just throwing in there. So we did the thumbnail that I asked him for, but then he does a different one. And even though initially I hired him to do a hot chick cover, I saw the other thumbnail he did, and it was so much cooler than the hot chick one. And I actually went against that, and I said, no, we're going to do the second one. We're going to do the second one because it was so much more creative, so much cooler, and something I had never thought of. And that, of course, is this cover. The artist's name is Mariano Benitez Chapo, with colors by Nick Capone. There we go. So I like the gold that was added too for the corner box. So of course we have Estrella acting as Lady Justice, balancing the Phoenix Senshi and Galvanite in training on a scale. And what I like about this too is I remember, so there was some direction because initially it was going to be just all the girls on the cover, and then I was like, well, if it's a scale, it should be him measured against the Phoenix Senshi, and I want it to be clear that she is above him, right? Because she is superior to him. And so, yeah. This one is awesome, too. So, there is more Estrella in all her glory. I like this cover the most. This is a great cover, man. Now, I initially was just going to have 3 covers, and then Dawn has this sale. And I'm like, well, if Dawn's doing this sale, yeah, this one a lot of people like too. And Dawn is doing this sale for covers, and I'm like, that is a sweet deal. And of course, he kills it on the cover. And Dawn, I'm gonna send you the link for a little bit if you want to, while we talk about your cover. Ready, set. Hold on. I'm going to send him the cover, and then we're going to reveal the final cover, which is done by the great Dawn Draws, of course. And then I want everyone to vote for their favorite cover after I reveal this. Hold on. All right, so what do I show? Main. And then Bobby revealed his back cover, but I'll show it again on stream. Ready? So, hold on a second. The Dawn Draws. All right, let me pull it up in my end. And then we're going to share it. Dawn, how's it going? And then Dawn, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, baby.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
how's it going?
All right, you're
right,
echoing.
man. How you doing?
Don, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, baby.
All right, here we go.
Ready? And
Yeah, everybody can hear you, Mom.
I'll give it a second. All right. So here we go. Boom. Dawn, your cover. There we go. Now this one, I remember I had given you the script, and you had just kind of. I told you what were you thinking. I kind of let. Even though I had a list of tons of cover ideas.
Out, dude. I'm echoing like crazy.
Oh, it's all right. No worries.
Sorry.
No worries. Just comment from the chat. The Dawn Draws cover. You take that back. Well, actually, if he's Dark Vaughn, I'll allow it. He's Dark Vaughn. Yeah. So, Phenomenova. This cover I like for a number of reasons. I want to make trading cards. Dude, I would love to. What you're saying, to make them in general? Because trading cards are great. I do want to bump up the stock of my next trading cards, because I didn't realize until towards the end that Rini got her trading cards from a different place that she printed her books. See, I got my trading cards from the place she printed her books. That was a mistake on my end. I think the trading cards are good, but they're not as high quality as I wish they were. So if you liked the fiendish trading cards you got when you backed, I am hoping to get that. I'm just waiting for her to get back to me so I know where to print those. So I can, because I didn't print from her printer. I didn't realize that until towards the end. And I was like, my backer's already waiting so long. So I do want to get higher quality next time. It's all good, Don. It happens all the time. Don't apologize. How about you thank, we thank Don, if anything, for giving us this awesome cover. So there we go. I like it. It's him meditating. Again, this is something that makes sense in the issue. And normally I'm very picky about this needs to be accurate. You'll notice something on this cover. His symbol is a little different than it was on the others. And you know what? John and I had a little thing and he goes, sorry, I was just drawing and I came with the lightning thing. I can erase it if you want. And you know what I said? I said, no. Because this looks so cool. Just leave it. Because the P normally kind of ends like, if you go and look at the Mel cover, for example, the P kind of, where is it? I have so many tabs open. P kind of ends. But, yeah, this cover is great. I like the meditating. And again, all these covers have some great storytelling. It's amazing how many covers you could pull from just 24 pages of story. Another thing, and Bobby, who designed the Rebel Oasis logo, because initially I was like, oh, he changed the colors. I don't know how I feel. Shut the fuck up, Dean. And initially I was like, whoa, that's different. And then Bobby, who designed the Rebel Oasis logo, the black and white, goes, dude, that's awesome. I want that on a hat. So who knows, Don? I'll give you a comp if I ever get it. But we might even one day make like Black Rebel Oasis logo merch with this gray logo because it's so cool. It's so cool. So, no AI hands? No, none at all. You can see all the fingers. They're all intact. And the lightning glowing from his eyes as he's ascending. It's got some thematic meaning. You'll see it when you read the book. A lot of stuff with the lightning and the fingers. It's some great storytelling with such a simple cover. So I am very happy with all 4 of these covers. Very happy with them. Now, I'm going to show the back cover because regardless of what front cover you get, everyone gets the same back cover. And of course, let's see. Hold on. I'm going to show the black and white art that was shown off first, and then we're going to turn into grayscale. Yeah, Dom, we got to work together again. This is I've been so busy. If I had so much fun, yeah, it was a lot of fun with me too. I was like, a bonus cover, because it was like I didn't expect to get any a 4th cover. I thought I'd just do 2 extras, and then this is great. So there we go, the black and white art, and then I'm like, I was picturing grayscale, and I was like, you know what? No, we'll stick with the black and white for a bit. And then I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, I kind of want grayscale. And then you know what Bobby does? I don't even have to tell him to add grayscale. I don't think I did, at least. He goes, hold on, bro. Actually, I'm going to add grayscale. And then he adds grayscale, and it looks even better. But he texted me basically, again, cheering me up when I'm with my grandma in the hospital. He goes, and he even, I don't think, realized that. He goes, hey, he goes, not to hype myself up too much, but this might be the best thing I've ever drawn, this back cover I'm doing for you. I remember I told Bobby, we had suggested some ideas for a back cover. If you remember, the issue 1 back cover is the Crusader Corps members. He had suggested it. Initially, I was just going to do a Rebel Oasis logo. And then he comes up with a Blood Strike homage. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? And I decided, let's keep doing grayscale / black and white covers. I think we're going to make them all grayscale for the back. I go, let's keep doing that. And I go, let's make the back covers stuff that wouldn't make sense for the story to have on the cover, but will almost make sense after you read it, is what I wanted to do. Like something that works thematically. Like seeing all the Crusader Corps with blood strikes standing there would not work as the front cover for Phenomenova issue 1 ever. because the book isn't about them. So that never made sense. All the other main covers could be the main cover, or all the other variant covers and stuff could make sense. But I was like, the back cover does not make sense as the front cover. And I think I'm going to keep doing that. And I was debating, do I want to make the back covers all homages? Do I want to make whatever? And I decided, to stick with this one. And this one is something that, again, makes sense story-wise when you read the book, but wouldn't make sense as a front cover because it's not really what the conflict is about, So, also, if you'll notice, because Bobby just drew this and posted it, and I was like, well, Bobby, canonically, he doesn't have that lightning bolt. Because what do you mean? So Bobby liked the Dawn Draws cover so much that he decided to add this little lightning bolt to the front logo. So you again see it here. I'm going to sit right now, as of now, who knows, maybe I'll use this logo in the future, but within the pages of Phenomenova, this logo with the lightning bolt on the P is non-canon. But it is damn cool, and we see it on both one of the front covers and on the back cover. So it is not in the actual book itself. You don't see the lightning bolt P, but it is really cool. Let's see. Yeshua and Yarden said issue 1 looks great, especially in person. I know one of the first compliments everyone gives is how great the book looks and how good it feels. Obviously my family was going through a lot, so no one had the chance to read it, but everyone was telling me at the funeral and whatever, they're like, Vaughn, I got your book. Those that did or those that didn't haven't been able to get it. And I got your book. It looks great. The colors look great. And now I'm nervous, of course, because issue 2 has a different interior colorist, but I still think the book looks great. So yeah. So that's been great. I want a Nickelback Vaughn cover. Not happening ever. What's going on? How you doing, student of God? So that is all of the covers. What is it? The bat sauce? Yeah, everyone keeps saying bat sauce is student of God, right? Isn't that the joke or something? All right. So we're gonna go through these one more time, all the covers. And I'm gonna start my poll. So we got which issue 2 cover looks best? You got main cover. Mariano Chapo cover. And all these artists are people I would love to work with on. Like, I want to work with every single one of these every artist I've ever worked with so far, basically, if they do interiors, that is, I would love to work with on something in a deeper capacity. But for now, these covers are a great way for me to at least get one project with each person. All right. So here we go. I didn't get to do an homage cover this issue. I did have ideas. Like, one idea I did have was that Kitty Pryde and Wolverine cover. I was considering doing an homage, the one where she has the sword. I think it's Kitty Pryde and Wolverine issue 3. That was an homage cover I considered doing. You're all Legion. Yeah, I'm not doing that. If I'm paying, they're drawing sober, damn it. I'm getting all right. So the main cover, the Mel Ruby cover, the Mariano Chapo cover, and the Dawn Draws cover. Why is it so bright right now? That is not what it normally looks like. The Dawn, hang on, I guess I have to open it, the Dawn, into something else. All right, the main cover, right? Here we go. Main cover. So everyone vote on your favorite cover. I'm very happy with all of them. I'm very happy with all of them. I am a happy customer. So the main. Then we got. Yeah, if you want to hang out. I mean, yeah, if you want to, dude, well, just message me. The Maro one, Mariano Chopper reminds me of a shadow cover. What issue? What issue? I actually, confession time, never read any Shadow comics. Mel Ruby cover. And that's the thing. If it's hard to choose, guys, you could buy all of them in January. The Mariano Chopper, Chapo cover. And again, hang on, you see how it looks? And then this one, let me pull it up in a different thing because for some reason the covers look off in the Dawn draws of this one. Okay, it's a book. And the Dawn draws cover. So, everyone let me know your favorite. I'll do what I can and to try and get issue 2. Do or do not, Hobo. There is no try. It will also be a cheaper price point and a faster turnaround time. You know, but if you don't want that epic day 1 trading card, if you're like, no, sir, I don't want that trading card free with my order, then you don't have to back day 1. You know, you could miss out. You could miss out entirely on this trading card that you would get free with your order. But if you don't want to, if you don't want this awesome art, that same colors who did that Mariano Chapo, or same colors who did that Mariano Chapo art, you don't want this, it's fine. If you are like that Dark Cloud mini print that I really liked when I backed Phenomenova issue 1, if you're like, I don't want all of it, if you're like, I don't want it, I don't want that, even though I really like that mini print, I don't want this trading card. I don't want that history. I don't want that lore. Even though Golden Gallon is a very important character, you know, I don't want that trading card. Then don't back issue 1. But if you do want that, or sorry, don't back day 1. But if you want it, back day 1. You know what I'm saying? I understand that January is not a convenient month for everyone, but I'm planning on campaigning for like a month with just FMC before moving to like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, like the next month, and milking as much money, you know, or getting as much as I can, as many customers as I can for with issue 2, and then on to we fulfill that, and then as quickly on to issue 3 as I can. And then depending on how much I'm able to raise on issue 2 will be a big determining factor in how quickly issue 3 is moved along by the time we get the issue 3 campaign going. Because I have like a date for issue 3 to launch. But my whole thing is how much of issue 3 will be done before launch. Well, that depends on, you know, how much I make on issue 2 and what have you. You know, if I'm able to start production on issue 3 earlier, I will. My artist is very excited because issue 2, you get a few new characters. You know, you get Hotline, you get Estrella, and then you get to see more of the Phoenix Senshi. Issue 3 will be less pages than issue 1, more pages than issue 2, but way more characters. You get to see Phenomenova in all of their glory. You'll get to see more villains and more of Dark Cloud in issue 3. So if you want that, if you want more Phenomenova in Phenomenova, make sure you help spread the word around. Also, even tell people about my website, The Shadows Justice Maxwell Grant. All right. Oh, I see it. That's a pretty cool cover. Hold on. Totally not. I'll have to ask if it's an intentional homage. I'll have to ask. That is cool. Totally not my intention, but that is. I wonder if Mariano. I'll ask him if he pulled from the shadow at all, or if this is just a total coincidence. That's interesting. I'll have to ask. I'll have to. I know. I've been a busy boy. You know, getting my comics out, promoting the hell out of them. So people are already asking, and people have been asking about it. So, all right, yeah, I'll have to check it out. Add that to my ever-growing reading list. But you know, it's my fault for not reading enough, especially as a writer. So, who's leading the polls right now? I know Michael Rushbrook. Sorry, I didn't pull it up. I like them all, but the Mel cover just speaks to me. The Mel cover is awesome. The Mel cover has the most characters. So, let's see. So far, we have if you read any shadow, only read Maxwell Grant. You got it. All right, Maxwell Grant. I will have to look into that. So we've got 12 votes. If you haven't voted, also, if you guys are voting and you haven't liked the stream, what the hell are you doing? Come on. Like the stream. Share it out if you can. Subscribe to the channel. Join the mailing list. Why don't you haven't already? And if you haven't even bought Phenomenova, come on. It's available on my website. And let me check the sales on my website. I don't expect to have gotten anything, especially with it just being a holiday weekend. You know, people are just, either still in a coma from eating, which I don't blame you. I've been I've been working today. I'm going to give myself some credit. I haven't been terribly lazy. Here we go. All right, well, we got some new people on the mailing list. That's good. So this has been good. It's been good. 3 orders so far. I know you want to. Vaughn can fuck up your car. This is a false allegation. So again, Bat Sauce got his car, and just coincidentally, his car was hit. So he got his copy of Phenomenova only for someone to back into his car. And he immediately, blamed me for this. I had nothing to do with this. These are baseless accusations levied against me by Bad Sauce, who is jealous of me. One might even say he's a jealous bitch. Bad Sauce. You ever think of that? I have evidence. All right, what's your evidence? What's your evidence? Battaglia. It's Italian. My name is Battaglia. I'm Bad Sauce. It's not Battaglia. It's Battaglia. I'm Italian. That's what he sounds like. That is what he sounds like. I'm a witness. There's no way you're a witness. You don't even know who Bad Sauce is. There's no way you're a witness. Okay, so tune in on Friday. So if you guys aren't, I'm on Iron Oxide's channel like on Fridays. Sometimes, and then sometimes I'm doing something. I didn't really get to go out at all this Halloween weekend, with stuff going on in my personal life. But so I wasn't able to stream much either. But that is not true. So subscribe to Iron Oxide if you haven't already. Fridays, tune in to his channel. The main cover seems to be leaning. Maybe I should make the main cover more expensive since everyone seems to like it. Do you guys think, or let me ask you a question. If the main cover wasn't $5 cheaper than the Rini cover, like let's say the Rini cover was $20, would you guys have backed the main cover still? Or would you have just backed the Rini cover? Let me know. Be honest. Be honest. Maybe I should make them all the same price. I know a guy who knows a guy who is dating this girl whose cousin and said Vaughn wrecked that car. Oh. Checkmate, I guess. Oh. There he goes. The cheap one. Okay, so is that why? Listen, I get it. I get it at the end of the day, which is fine. I want my comics to be as cheap as I can make them, which is why I want to tap more into the digital market. I'll back whatever I can afford. I understand. I did not coma. All right. First of all, I guess we're gonna have to explain some lore. Oh, thank you, Student of God, for the quote tweet. Hold on a second. Coma. All right, All right. So I first of all was working. Bobby had shared this beautiful back cover art, and you know what I didn't expect was to give me a second. This thread is so tism. It's so tism. So all right, it goes from Bobby. This really profound, like powerful back cover for the book. I got to say, it's gorgeous. I love Reni's art. Yeah, gee, I know. I figured that's what you were gonna get, Michael, which I get. Her cover sold very well. Got some good money off of it. Good money. Rini covers are a great financial decision, I will say. Even outside of the fact that I like her art, it is very good for business to get a Rini cover. Very good. All right, here we go. So, Hobo, of course, what are these ads? All right. No, I didn't mean to. Right, well, wait, did I make money then? Because this was underneath my. Am I giving myself? Do I get? Because I don't make money, do I? Off Twitter? I'll have to check. All right. Anyway, Bobby posts this beautiful grayscale art. Incredible. And then, of course, Hobo is asking for a stupid fucking card that I don't want. And then he goes, will you make another Vaughn Coleman card soon? Vaughn Coleman is Vaughn's evil twin. Why not On Ullman? Because for some reason, autocorrect sometimes changes his name to Vaughn. See, is that true? The autocorrect, is that true with any of you guys? Including me, text him. Only possible explanation, there's a Vaughn somewhere looks identical to Vaughn, but he's evil and has a goatee. That is, first of all, is that true? Because I swear to God, throughout my entire fucking life, people have been like, my name is Vaughn. No one ever calls me Vaughn. No one, except ironically, because they saw someone spell it wrong. But like, no one has ever called, not like everyone says my name right? But so many times throughout my entire life, I've had people, whether they be emailing me or texting me or even writing my name on something, saying Vaugh. My whole like Vaugh. How do you forget the N? Like I've had people say Vaugn, and I'm like, that's forgivable. But like I've had teachers email me at my address, which would be like Vaughn Coleman at, and then if it was my school address, whatever that was. And they'd email me after typing my name correctly into the email itself. Hey, Vaughn. And I'm like, how do you do? Like, someone was like, I had a baseball helmet, and someone wrote Vaughn on the back of my baseball helmet. I was on a baseball team. How do you fuck that up? How do you forget the N in my name? Like, even Von, I could understand. I've had people call me Vaughn, Von, but like Vaughn, and it happens so frequently. Like, and but like, why? Who? I have met other Vaughns, very few, but I have met a few Vaughns in my life. I have never met or even heard of a Vaughn. So why would you autocorrect it to Vaughn? Like this, I know it's a small thing, but it really bothers me because I have never even heard of a Vaughn. So how the fuck can you get it that wrong? It's Vaughn Coleman. It's not Vaughn Coleman. There's not even. I'm gonna Google Vaughn. Give me a second. We'll come back to this. See, hold on. All right, is it gonna show? If it's not gonna show on, because sometimes it doesn't show the top part. All right, ready? Vaughn. Hang on. Notice how. What the fuck is Vaughn Hilliard? Hello, who is this? Who is this guy? Can I get him on the podcast? Anyway, point being, you write Vaughn, it automatically across the board. Vaughn Hilliard, Vaughn Raspberry, Vaughn Lightning. What the hell? Vaughn College. I passed by Vaughn College before. But there is no like. So what if I just search Vaughn? See, Vaughn is not a word. He doesn't exist. Fictional character doesn't exist. There's one. Thank you. Anyway, back my buddy Don draws cover. Yeah, exactly. There's no like Vaughn. Nice profile picture. All right, so like Vince Vaughn. Anyway, that shit bothers me so much. People always leave specifically the N off my name, and I can't. There's a model whose last name is Vaugn, Jessica Vaughn. She is very good looking. And then there's also a Jessica Vaughn who spells it. What the fuck? But I get it, Apple keyboards. But again, where is the basis for Vaughn? There's no basis for any of this. There's no basis at all. Like, what is happening? All right, back to business, ladies and gentlemen. By business, I mean going through Twitter. All right. Now, there is, of course, this South Park reference. How's it going? This is where Cartman comes with the goatee. And then we get, and then this I don't like this image. I disavow it, and I did disavow this image on Twitter immediately. As soon as I saw it, I disavowed this image. No, this was from New York Comic Con last year, not the past one that happened, the 2023. I was drunk in the bar, and evidently Bobby thought this was an opportune time for a photograph, and then made a trading card that was Vaughn Coleman. Well, then he decided to make Vaughn Coleman. Now, let the record show, if I didn't make the Vaughn Coleman trading card, I'm certainly not making the Vaughn Coleman trading card. Like, this is never going to be available on the market. It's just not happening. I'm not doing it. I'd have to charge like $500 a trading card for this to ever become available. Or $100. All right, $100 a trading card. At least a minimum 100, and I'll print it on shitty paper, like this out of spite. I don't want to make this. There's stuff in the meme movie, The Lore Ranger with the train in it. No, I don't think I did. Huh. Look at this. Go to the bar and order a funky Vaughn Coleman. What does that even mean? Like, this is all nonsense. Pure nonsense. Anyway. So that was bullshit. Another day, another dollar. All right. Is this something I can share on air? Oh, no. All right. Anyway. Looks like keep voting on the poll, by the way, guys. If you haven't liked the stream, like the stream. All right. Funky. What is Medina? Well, hang on. Is that because my letterer's last name is Medina? George. He's the man, dude. George Medina, by the way, highly recommend working with him. He's great. He does the layouts for the covers too. Love that dude. And I'll tell you what. Because this is going to be a stretch goal. I want to show it tonight. What else do I have to show? The hotline, the Spectone lock. What? Oh God! All right, is it CG memes? All right, I don't know. Is it drama related? Oh God! what? All right, this is drama related. All right, all right. Maybe I'll show it in a bit. Give me a second. All right. No, if I want to see this right now. Can you show all the covers again? Yeah, all right. I want to put the comics. Unlike some people, I do like putting the comics first. So give me a second. Dude, you're in it. All right. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Hold on a second. If you grow that beard, will the galvanize? No, because he's not. The character is 15 years old. He's not. He's very. There are some similarities. You know, the one comment. But, you know, he's still a different character. All right. Let's go. All right, here we go, Michael. Phenomenova issue 1 or issue 2, the main cover, same creative team did the first cover. Now obviously the colors won't be doing the interiors, unfortunately. But yeah. Wait, you aren't 15? No, I am not. When are you going to do? I am sober. I am completely sober right now. I'm not 15. Fuck you. All right. Anyway, back to business. So this is the main cover for Phenomenova issue 1. Now the first variant or issue 2. I swear to God, I'm not drunk. I don't know what the hell is going on. Then we've got the Mel Ruby variant cover. So if you liked Hunter Ninja Bear, Mel, I think, did some Red Sonja stuff. Let me look up some more Mel's. I know he's done some work for Marvel. He did some work. He is one of those artists that just does not. He needs to be more well known than he is. He is so good. Like his stuff is amazing. I mean, Hunter Ninja Bear, obviously I'm biased towards that because I worked with him on that. But yeah, Mel, he did some stuff like Alexa, he did some Punisher, some Excalibur, Alien vs. Predator vs. Terminator. Oh crap, he did that. Mel has done a lot of great stuff. But I guess he just falls under a lot of people's radar. You know, I didn't know about him until I found him. But he did some great Red Sonja stuff. I've read like some of his She-Devil with a Sword. He's just fantastic. Mel is awesome. So yeah. Check that out. Vaughn, can you grow the I'm not. What are you talking? I'm not wasted. Oh yeah, self-insert. Yeah, whatever. The book is good, man. I pulled from my real life experiences. You know what I mean? Like I don't really care if people say that because the book is good. So I think so. A lot of people think so. You know, it doesn't mean I don't have room to improve. I'll always, until I'm dead in the ground, have room to improve. But I'm proud of the book. Loving the covers. Then we got the Mariano Benitez Chapo cover right here. And we've got the all right, hold on. I gotta open. For some reason, in this specific app, the Dawn Draws cover looks wacky. So give me a second. I have to open that in a different app. Right here, we got the Dawn Draws cover. So that is the fourth one. So that's all 4 covers. The Dawn Draws cover, you know, being the fourth. The book is good. Thank you so much. Why aren't we watching the Funky Cole Medina music? What the hell is that? What is the Funky Cole Medina video? I don't know what this is. You're like, why are you watching this video that you've never heard of? I don't know. You should make Dawn's cover holographic. Weren't you the one just saying you don't know if you have enough money to get the book? This is what I'm talking about. This is all right. You can't. All right, if you're willing to buy the holographic cover, you know what I mean? If I don't know. Like if I'm hesitant to make a holographic anyone at this point. Because right now, you know, I'm focused on getting out as many issues as I can. My sister, there is literally a character based off my sister. I don't know what you're talking about. You're yapping. Hold on a second. This fucking moron. This fucking moron. Give me a second. There literally is, like, in the comic. You're just yapping for no reason. Ready? Ready? Right there. Hold on. Fuck you. You think I disrespect my sister like that? Like, come on. Right there. It's literally in the book. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yapping. Yeah, all he does is yapping. I'm on the studio with Dawn on Saturdays. Yesterday we drew Deadpool. That's cool. Yeah, I asked Well Red. I did ask Well Red. Also, the train. All right, we'll see about the. I definitely am gonna watch it. I'm just debating if I want to watch it, like, because now I'm trying to focus on my comic, but I might watch it. Super defensive. He knows he's. I'm not, because I literally showed you the counter argument. You were easily disproven, Brony for life. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I'm just fucking with you, hobo. I appreciate. No, I appreciate it. The Dawn draws one being holofoil. Sober. All right. This is just fucking. This is ridiculous. These allegations against me, Von Holman, are ridiculous. Not the first time I've faced ridiculous accusations, of course. All right. So, where are we at with the Bulls? Let's see. Because I am always curious. Like, obviously, at the end of the day, we'll see what people buy. But I know a lot of people are going to get all four. The main cover seems to be the most popular, followed by the Mariano one. Dude, I ate so much before this. All joking aside, no, you can kid all you want. Okay, you say congrats on the success of the first book, Vaughn. Thank you so much, Citizen Ronan. No, it's been amazing, and honestly, like, again, it's such like, hoping people like it, especially when they paid for it. You really feel honor bound to get it to them, because you don't feel like you've earned the money until it's in their hands, and then making sure they like it. Vaughn has all right. So, oh yeah, I should probably clarify this, because this has been an in-joke with me and him. So this is, I'm not gonna dox you, don't worry, but this is a real life friend who does this shit to screw with me. An asshole. I never because I'm just used to, like, us screwing with each other. I never thought about how that would look to other people. The fact that I'm talking to Brony for life. Chat. Fucker. All right. This is, I disavow. I disavow this latest comment from Brony for life. In fact, I don't know if I should even, like, I might even have to remove that. That is, like, very bad. That is I disavow in the strongest of the absolute strongest of terms. Brony for life. Could not disavow you in stronger terms if I tried. Fuck off. Fuck off. No, I don't. All right. I don't go to, first of all, I remember finding out about I think I was a freshman in high school, finding out what, like, bronies and wait, who did I find out about first? Bronies are story time with friends, degenerate. Okay. Wait, is that Edwin Boyette? I don't know. Wait, there are no horses in the book. I hope to God not. I hope they stay as far away from me as possible. I mean, look, if they buy my product, they'll be like, fine. But if you're expecting me to, like, endorse or You know what I mean? There are no horses in Phenomenova. I don't know how I would fit. I guess if there's, I don't know. I don't see any reason why there would be ever. I've written the first 8 issues and I have plans. None of them have involved horses. So if I was drawing, well, even then my Western idea is like futuristic West. So even in my Western idea, I don't really have any horses yet. I'm trying to think if there are any. So like, cause I would do the equestrian edition. I don't see any reason why I would. Well, I would include horses in really anything. The closest you could get to a Von Coleman related IP with horses, I guess. Well, wouldn't even be Von Coleman, because I have nothing to do with the creation of it other than I just gave feedback. Hunter Ninja Bear has a lot of horses in it. There's a sword called Horse Killer, right? I just want to make sure, because I edited the book. I better not have butchered that on air. It is called Horse Killer, right? I'm remembering the book properly. Hold on a second. I better not be embarrassing myself. It's called Horse Killer, right? Isn't that was the name of the sword? It's called Horse Killer. I swear. Hold on. Now I have to check this. God. It was called Horse Killer. All right. Where does it? Because he's training with the sword in issue 1. When does he call it Horse Killer? Does he call it that? In issue 2? What does he call it? Because I know he calls it Horse Killer at some point. God, when does it happen? Yes. Okay. All right. I got it right. He is Horse Killer. Horse Killer is the name of the sword in Hunter Ninja Bear. All right. What did I miss in the chat? What the hell? They have not. They have not. All right. What did I miss? Phenomenova. Wait, Phenomenova. It's Phenomen. Wait, how do you spell it? Phenomenova. Phenomenova is the book that Master Hobo backed. Well, I hope you're not still waiting for Phenomenova, because that's not coming, man. Has super speed. First of all, if you read the book, you know the character's name is not Phenomenova, nor is it Phenomenova. The character's name is Galvanite. Phenomenova is going to be the name of the team that he will join. So Phenomenova has not shown up in issue 1 of Phenomenova. They're not even going to show up in their entirety until issue 3, but they will be mentioned, and you'll meet one member of the team who is Estrella, who I introduced, who I showed off in one of the covers. So Estrella is a member of Phenomenova. So Estrella, yeah, is a member of Phenomenova. So far you met Galvanite, who's going to be the newest member, and Estrella you will meet. The Phoenix Senshi is, of course, training all of them. But yeah. So that's what that is. And then there are 3 other members that you will introduce to in issue 3, as well as some villains. So the faster we get to issue 3, the better, but obviously we want issue 2. God damn it. No. Who is Hotshot? It's Hotline. So Hotline is the tech support. She's the tech support character for Phenomenova issue, the whole series. But I remember when I was coming up with the character, her name was something else. She was just like this Indian tech support chick. And I was revising the script after years of stepping away, working on issue 1. I was looking back at issue 2 and coming back, and I was going, this character kind of sucks. Can I come up with something else? And I was like, well, let's make the chick hot. And so I did. And I was like, well, what else? What else can I do? And I go, oh yeah, like my friend Zagasha is Indian. I'm like, I asked her, I'm like, can I base a character off of you? And she goes, oh my God, I love that. She was like, what an honor. And I'm like, okay, cool. So she's like, I'll promote it like crazy. Like, that's awesome. And then she saw the character design. She was like, she's been really excited to promote it. I'm like, hold on, let me get issue 1 out first. But she was all over it. So the character is like, at least design wise, not really personality wise. I don't think, at least. If maybe, I don't know. I don't really think so. Because she's not in attack, so I don't really know. But she, like, design wise, I told my artist like to pull from her. But personality wise, maybe a little bit. But like, she's a little bit inspired by Sugeisha, which is kind of her own thing. Yeah. All right. I was literally just trying to do my job. All right, let me go back to what you fuckers are talking about. First of all, I'm not avoiding the comments because I'm responding to this one. I'm very selective. Fuckers. Call her Oracle. Oh, that's an original idea. Is this someone? I guess. To be honest, I guess we're like Oracle from Batman. I guess or Micro. Of course, Mike Barron came up with Micro. That was Mike Barron created Micro. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know that. Hail Mike Barron. Mike Barron gave me some great feedback. Mike Barron is overall a great dude. I'm curious how he feels about Phenomenova. I am curious. And if any of you guys are just joining in and want to see the covers, let me know. Obviously, that's the primary purpose of this stream. Is to show off the covers. And of course, I'll post them on Twitter, tomorrow. But yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Like how wait, so what comments am I avoiding? Hot Tot? Who is Hot Tot? Hot Skin? That would be funny. Hot Tot for a kid, super like, all right, even outside of that, removing that. Like a kid with like fire powers. The guy's Hot Tot. That's kind of it's kind of endearing. Oh, but I don't know. I'd make that, but it's like a fun idea. All right. So if you guys haven't already, by the way, join the mailing list for my comic book, Phenomenova. Of course, get the book itself if you have not already. And if I get one more sale while this stream is live, I'll go ahead and reveal. Do I want to? Yeah, because I do have a stretch gold trading card that's being done by Jules. I'll announce it. You know what? Fuck it, I'll announce it. Is Miles' dad Galvanite? Miles is Galvanite. But here's the thing. I can't be a reaction to you guys because you literally told me you read the book. I was hoping to get the Blevins cover. Well, maybe one day. I mean, I had 4 covers already done. You're on my list too. I have so many people that want to do covers, which is a great feeling, by the way. I have people that want to work with me who I admire. Play the video. All right, guys. Do you want me to play this? All right. It's drama related. You know what I mean? It's drama related. I don't, because I'm kind of enjoying just talking about that PTV cover. I would. I have to right now. I have a list of Here's the thing: if I could get a cover from every single person I want to. No, dude, you don't need to thank me for replying to you. By the way. You don't need to. It's no big deal. Thank you for texting. And yeah, sorry, I was eating. I tried to make it esoteric. Make what esoteric? What did I miss? The video? Love all the covers. Can't wait to read number 2. Thank you so much, Joel Elrican, for the $2 super chat. Love all the covers. Can't wait to read number 2. I can't wait for you guys to do it. Yeah, no, I'll watch it after. I'm just debating. It's not even about me being like scared of that because whether I want to or not, I get involved. I don't want to divert from the topic, but I might show it off on stream. We'll see. Does Galvanite have a catchphrase? You've been galvanized? Not really. That could have been. I could have done that. Shit. I should have like given him like because he's a kid superhero. I could have given him even just in a joking sense, like a. That might be good to have for the future. Actually, a catchphrase. I didn't even think of that. You would think that would be something I'd think of. Because he's definitely trying, like the first issue is he's trying to do all the generic superhero tropes without understanding like why, because he's a dumb kid. Maybe I should have had him like at least put his hands on his hips and just say something, even if it's like a joke one. Maybe for the future, even galvanized or something. Yeah, maybe I should do that in the future. He boils his enemies in zinc. Why? If Galvanite had a pony, we're not going into the. We're not going into ponies. Oh, you guys are fucking killing me. Wait, no, Galvanite Mare? Oh, because Mare, right. Yeah, no. You've been zapped. Jesus Christ. I'm Phenomenova. That's confusing mouthful, but that's what she said. Okay, so I really just typed all your thought processes out. Well, first of all, again, he's not, he wouldn't say that in issue 1 because he's not part of Phenomenova yet. What are you clipping? What's clip worthy? What is being clipped here? I don't get it. Oh, all right. Let's check Twitter. Thanks, V, for letting me be a small part of your comics legacy. Truly honored. All right, I'm retweeting this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He's not. All right, we're not. Pony, I'm going to actually say this. If this keeps up, I'm going to say that ponies all died in World War III. All right? If we keep this up, it's literally going to be impossible for ponies to exist in my universe because they all died in World War III. And it'll be a sensitive issue that no one will even mention. How about that? How about I make that part of my world? Take that, bronies. Huh? Take that. And so I'll make that lore if I have to, whatever it takes. I'll say, you know what? This happens in World War III. Somehow, like all ponies, literally on every continent, like people are survived, but somehow specifically every single pony is dead. All of them are dead. All gone. Who the fuck is Applejack? I know Applejack's a cereal. Applejacks were did I ever really? I don't think I ever really had Applejacks. Come to think of it, I liked Captain Crunch, right? Applejack cinnamon. That's what it was, dude. Applejacks. Yeah, I don't know if I should try Applejacks because I like the commercials, but I don't think I ever had Applejacks. No. They changed the mascots? Hold on a second. Give me breaking news. Breaking news. Did they change? What the hell? Hold on. What is this? Who would wear that? All right, back to business. All right. This is wrong. Like, look at him. This is the Applejacks. This is not real, right? This isn't no. Did they do this? Because that's not right. This is Applejacks. Like, these are classic. What the hell is this? He's supposed to be like, oh, he's, isn't he like Jamaican man? What is this? What is this? They didn't change it, did they? No, they changed it. When did they change this? Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, guys. I know I'm ADHD. This is has literally nothing to do with the topic of the stream. Are you kidding me with this? No. Why did they change that? Hold on. Applejack's doesn't. They do. What are you talking about? Hang on, was it political correctness? Because he was like, Jamaica man, is that it? It's probably it, right? God forbid. This is so uninspired. Yeah, it's cinnamon. Cinnamon. No. Hang on, time out. This is horrible. This is true. Why did they change their mascots? The mascot for Applejack series is a character named Bad Apple. Hold on. Due to concerns of racial stereotypes. Oh my God. He's a fucking. But you're making people say man. What's the stereotype? Are you kidding? Every time, I'm like, there's always a win, and everything comes at a loss. Applejack survived the invasion of the Care Bears during the cleansing of the Care Bear cousins. Read a book, bro. Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer help. What are we talking about? What? Huh? Wait, aren't these different? Because what are we talking about? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. All right. Anyway, so we got 25 votes. 25 votes. It's good. It looks like the main cover is still leading as the favorite, which is fine by me. I don't really care. Everyone seems to like the main cover. Dude, Philip is so good. He's so good. Incredible, really. They didn't switch. It's all on the same timeline, Voix. The same timeline as Phenomenova. All right. Dude, people are going to actually think I have bronies in my chat because of you. You know that? You fuck. Those old Applejack commercials were so fun. They were, but we're not allowed to have fun anymore. Well, you are if you back Phenomenova, although issue 2 is kind of more serious, I guess. I guess it's kind of more serious than the first one, but there's some jokes in there. No fun. Yeah, no fun allowed. There's fun allowed in my comics. There is fun allowed in my comics. All right. See, this I can get behind. This I can get behind. And I fully endorse this message right here. Right here. All right. I endorse this as well. I endorse both these messages. Well, they could spend it else. Well, I mean, if they spend it on me, that's fine. But again, I'm not marketing. I have nothing to sell them. I have my own book. All right, what is Blevin sending? Send what to Lord Raptor Jesus? Send what to him? My book? You could send him my book. You know what I mean? All right, Blevins, what are you setting in chat? Bear Care Cleansing. Care Bear Cleansing. All right. Well, this is going to be copyrighted material because it's Adult Swim. It's Robot Chicken. So, all right. So Care Bears go out to like the 80s, right? Isn't that when Care Bears started? No feet pics. No feet pics. Ugh. All right. So I've shared everything. I've shared off the covers. It looks like the ones that really are neck and neck are the Mariano and the Mel Ruby cover. It looks like the Mariano cover is in the lead. But ahead of it is the main cover. Main cover seems to be everyone's favorite, which is cool. It's cool with me. You know, it's fine with me. So, yeah, I mean, all the covers are going to be on the campaign. I'm hoping again launch early January. Save up. I want to make this a cheaper book and get it out faster. You know, I mean, primarily because A, that was just how I wrote it, and B, and I think that was good for the story, right? And B, what comes out, like how it comes out. I guess it's also I wanted to get in as many hands as possible, you know, and really keep people invigorated. Yeah, well, Phenomenova, I'm going to keep releasing them regularly if I can. Galvanite, again, is a child, so I strongly disavow this message. Also, I can say canonically, as the creator of Galvanite, that he is not in defeat. In fact, I'll state that as canon right now. He's not. He is not in defeat that way. I will say that on air. Make that a canon thing. I don't think that will ever even be addressed in the books because why would I wouldn't even think of addressing that. But yeah, exactly. So yeah, I guess you could argue you're unlearning some lore that you made up. Oh, so I guess this stream maybe was educational. I don't fucking know. Sometimes I wonder what you heard. Well, I mean, if you read the book, you know that there really is no indication of that. No indication of that. All right. God, this has been a fun stream. It really has been. The turnout has been great. And I'm glad, if nothing else, I'm really glad to see people are excited for my comic. And if you have not already, if you are at all interested in what I have in store, not even, pun wasn't even intended, but I guess literally, what I have in store, then head on over to Phenomenova or to RebelOasisStudios.com and type in that email address. Follow me on all socials. And make sure that if you haven't already, go to the store, share it out. If you want more Phenomenova fans to talk to, share this out. If you want things to come along faster, obviously, the better my business does, the better things can go out. If you want to guarantee that you get a first printing cover, my website is going to be the best place to do that. Va Colma says you have no idea what the plans that are being made. God, who the fuck is this? Who is this? Thank you for the $2. Sounds like a threat, though. I'm gonna have to lock my doors tonight. Yeah, that was one of the most egregious misspellings of Phenomenova. Not only did he use the word wrong by calling my main character, who in the book explicitly, literally spells out his name as Galvanite and circles it multiple times and says, I'm Galvanite, and then explains why he's Galvanite. Not only did you call him Phenomenova, but you didn't call him Phenomenova, did you? You called him Phenomenova. Thank you, man. Thank you. Did you get a copy yet, Blevins? Did you get a copy yet? Misspellings happen. Goodying. Well, isn't that just his name? Goodying isn't his name? Is Goodying supposed to be something else? Because I thought that was just his name was Goodying. It's not a misspelling, is it? Isn't it just his name? Oh, okay, cool. Well, when you get the chance, Blevins, you should get this book. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And those of you that are able to at conventions, I'm going to be doing conventions. Goodying and Goodying are both in the books from my memory. Oh, so it changes in the books? Oh, well, that's different. There is no I. Okay. And we will be shipping out. And, oh my God, what else do I want to say? Michael Rushbrook asked a question about the story. With Miles, all right, so we're delving into spoiler territory for issue 1. So if you haven't read the book and you don't want spoilers, get out for a second. Make sure you like the stream, of course, but get out if you haven't read the book and don't want spoilers. With Miles' mom knowing he has powers, will his siblings find out as well? Who's to say? Who's to say? But if you read the ending of issue 1, I answer that question. Maybe not explicitly by saying it, but read the ending dialogue where they talk about the mom knowing the memory. Read the dialogue. Let's see. Is anyone still here that doesn't want spoilers? I mean, it's kind of, stated, and it'll be reinforced in issue 2, but everyone knows, man. Yeah, I do realize people just got the books. That's why I'm being all right, I shouldn't be answering spoiler-based questions. I'm sorry. I should not be. Yeah, exactly, Moromi. Slowpoke. You slowpoke. Read fast. You know what? This is good because it incentivizes people to read fast, which I want. My problem is I've had books that I've sat on for too long. That's the thing. If you have books that are coming out, it literally forces people to stay up. Like I would, when Stranger Things would come out, I'd be like, oh my God, everyone's watching. I would force myself. I would make it a priority to put some other stuff aside and watch Stranger Things so things didn't get spoiled. When Star Wars was coming out, everyone was talking about it. So I made it a point not to get spoiled. The issue 2 cover, it's not a huge spoiler really, because it's kind of like if you wanted to be surprised, you read the book right away, and then you find out who's training him, that it was the Phoenix Senshi. Because it's not revealed until the end of the book, but it's not like it's some crazy reveal. Like, she's a major character in the series, so I wasn't going to go the whole series, without revealing that information. It's kind of like, I don't know what to compare it to. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's kind of a spoiler for issue 1, but it's like, I wasn't going to wait to show the issue 2 cover and every cover going forward that has. It's kind of like, technically, if I were to, I have the character designs for the other Phenomenova characters, right? And you're going to see the cover for issue 3 featuring those characters at the end of issue 2. But I'm not going to wait months for you to see those characters. Because they're main characters. So it's like, yes, if you want the full surprise, authentic reaction, get the book, read it as soon as you get it. But otherwise, it's not like it's a huge spoiler because it's just kind of a major character. But that being said, when answering Rushbrook, I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited, but that is my fault. It's not Rushbrook's fault. He's asking questions as a fan in the chat. I appreciate that. It's my fault. All right, I've been putting this off. All right, Jim Alaska for $5. I'm making money on this stream. I should talk. It's almost like people like when people talk about comics on stream. Who knew? Just saw your message. Send the link. Oh, shit. All right, yeah, I'll send the link. Can't wait to see Phenomenova become a Galvanite and ride his mighty warhorse in issue 2. You're going to have to keep waiting indefinitely because that is not happening. And at any point, not happening. All right. You know what? All right, Jules. A lot of people are super chatting me. Jules, if you want the link, yeah, I'll send you the wait. I assume you mean to the stream, right? Is that what you're asking for? I'll send you the link, and then if you want to show off your artwork that you're doing, you can go ahead. You know, and I'll. How do you want me to send it to you? By the way, which social? I gotta do Twitter, Instagram. Let me know. Oh God, did you hear that? Oh man, I just cracked my neck brutally. Hold on. Oh Jesus, shit. Oh, I'm. Don't pretend like you were thinking of that. Mighty Warhorse Insta is good. All right, cool. Have you seen the covers yet, or did you miss those? Because I'll get your live reaction to them if you missed them. Instagram on desktop is so wonky. Also, dude, my PC is fucked. It's fucked. Oh shit, dude! People are promoting my book like crazy. It's awesome, and thank God people like the book. That's like the scariest, and it's not like it's just because I tell people that are friends with me. I'm like, don't kiss my ass, man. Like, don't just send your book to people that you know are gonna like your stuff. Send it to people who are gonna be honest with you. Before you start putting it out there and charging it for people. All right. Here comes Ronald Skinburn, who is in no way related to Brony for life, I'm supposed to pretend. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dickhead. Yeah, two completely different people. Oh shit! All right, gotta get my composure in order. Oh, I haven't played this intro in a minute. How's it going?
Hey. Oh my God, I forgot about that intro.
Me too. I was like, oh shit. Because I was going to play you an intro. I was like, oh shit, I have one. How you been? How was Thanksgiving?
Good.
You alive?
Very quiet and intimate. I spent with Cecil. Very nice.
Oh. How's he doing?
He's good. He's busy, man. Freaking busy.
He's working?
Well, he launched Cash Grab 2.
Oh yeah.
And he's in the middle of a big move right now, so that's what we were doing.
Oh, that's
most
cool.
of the weekend. How about you?
Yeah, I mean it was, depressing, but it was good.
It was depressing. Why?
Yeah, well,
your grandma.
Both of my grandparents died.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It wasn't that because they were old. All right, that sounded bad, but but my whole family was together, so it was good. Yeah, so it wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But so have you seen the covers yet? I know you've seen the first one.
For the second book, no.
All right, hold on.
I saw the one, but
all right, here we go. So this is the first one.
Yep.
Second one.
That one, awesome.
You seen this one?
Oh yeah, I think you showed me all of them actually.
Oh shit. All right, never mind. This is
that one I didn't see.
All right, hold on. This one is fucked up.
Interesting.
This one is hold on, I gotta fix it. Not hold on, let me show it. So that for some reason the trailers don't show quite right. Right here. This one. This is the last one. This is Don Draws.
Nice.
Michael dude, why everyone's just throwing money at me? I never get money. Will we get another Juju trading card? We will. Do we want to show off anything that we have? Or are you not ready yet?
Yeah, if you want to show off what I sent you.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. Let me Oh yeah, I literally just sent you a message. All right. Oh god, I'm scrolling through all the shit we send each other. Give me a second. This is horrible. The stuff we send each other is so fucking bad.
So retarded.
Wait, did you send it to me? Okay, you did send it to me on here. Jesus, we sent each other too much. No, I found it. It took a lot of scrolling through cringe. That's why I was like, am I gonna get to the light at the end of the tunnel? I did.
I scroll through a lot of memes.
They're bad memes too. They're like, there's shit I like, because sometimes you send me stuff and I'm just like, I can't look at this. Like, I just don't have. Bobby. I remember because we used to send each other
the ones you can't like.
It's like it's not even just that. There's ones where I'm just like, I just don't have to like. I just know I'm gonna be just like sad looking at this because it's always someone who's like very mentally ill. So I try to like. There are times where I'm like, I'm sure this is funny, but I can't. I remember Bobby one time was like, "Can you stop sending me this shit?" Like, cause it was just cringe.
I think he said the same exact thing to me.
Like, because we sent each other too much cringe, and he was like, "This is just like actually like ruining my day." I'm like, please stop. Did you hear Christian allegedly had? By the way, before we show this stuff,
dude,
is that real? Does he actually have a kid?
Not yet, but supposedly he fucking he knocked up some like Finnish chick.
Wait, she's a real girl?
Yeah, there's like pictures of them together out shopping. And
oh my god!
Let me see if I can find anything.
Flutter is her name, right? Hold on a second. All right,
Flutter.
All right, hold on a second. This can't be real.
Let's see.
Oh my god, there's footage of them walking together. Hold on, this is bad. Oh god. Wait, hold on. This does not. Is this a grown woman?
Wait, let me see.
She does not. Hang on. This. I hope to God this is an adult who just looks very young. Because this is upsetting.
It's like a small blonde chick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's her. That's the lucky lady.
That's not even funny. Please say psych.
Guys, if Chris Chan can snag.
No, we're not using this as an inspiration.
What are you doing?
There's nothing inspiring. There is someone for everyone, I guess. It took him like what 40 years of. Was it worth it?
It's the same type of chick who is into like serial killers and shit.
Oh yeah,
sends love letters to them in jail.
I hate to say it, I'm in no way defending those women. In no way.
Nope.
But like, I can understand why a girl who's mentally ill would be like into Ted Bundy, because he was charming, whatever. If you watch like footage of him, like again, I don't want to call a serial killer charming on air, but compared to Christian, I can understand. I don't understand how anyone could fall for Christian. I just don't. Is he a better person than Ted Bundy? I don't even know if I can answer that honestly.
It's like the infamy, it's the notoriety.
I guess so. That would be an interesting Thanksgiving. All right. Anyway, God. Vaughn wants a Sonic 2 medallion. I don't. If you send that to me, I will burn it. I don't want that shit anywhere near me at all. All right. Anyway, speaking of things that aren't cursed. Here you go.
Back to the.
So this will be. I haven't decided what, but I remember when you described to me what you were doing. I was like, it was so interesting. I'm gonna have to do a full art book with all the trading, because all the trading card art I've been getting from all you guys has been just like so much better, and it looks good in person. But I'm like, I want like a full thing, But
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
So
I was going for like what do you call it? Like ink block paintings, I think they're called, from like ancient China, ancient Japan. And of course my own little like anime inspired style.
Right. So it's almost like classic Japanese with modern Japanese.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of, I mean, I guess a theme with my world and the character in general, kind of think of it, Oh, that's a trading card. Yeah, that was one of the first things I said. I was like, all right, you guys keep giving me like top tier trading card art. I got to do an art book or something eventually. So,
yeah, I keep forgetting that it's going to be scaled down way, way smaller than I think. And I end up doing these pieces that are really highly detailed. I'm like, maybe I should do something a little more simplistic.
Well, I'm not complaining. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not complaining.
Well,
if you do it to yourself, that's on you. But I will be using the art again. I will be. I want to do, because I already have that trading card art from Zach. I already have all the covers. Plus, I have like the black and white art for a lot of them.
Right.
I want to do it. I don't know. Did you get your copies yet?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I saw your message on Twitter. I was like,
oh, no worries.
I haven't gotten that yet. And then I forgot, since I moved, all my shit was sent to my previous address.
Oh, shit. I wonder if there's more. That stuff, again, for everyone who's going to fulfill a campaign, one thing I fucked up. When you're getting ready to send out, send an email blast saying, hey, is that like earlier than I did it? Asking everyone, check in with everyone, make sure that their addresses haven't changed. Because I thought, 5 months, no one's gonna have moved. I had like 3 at least people tell me, hey, I'm moving. Oh my gosh.
Right. Yeah, actually, that's one thing Cecil told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing to remember.
So were you able to get it?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, cool. How did so you got, because you should have gotten, I think I gave you like 15 to your cover, right?
Yeah, yep. I handed some out already.
Oh, you did? Awesome. Yeah. Your cover is in high. Everyone, of course, after the campaign ended, is like, I want it. And I'm like, you realize they printed a copy. And they're like, well, you can get me one. I'm like, I can't guarantee, maybe. So you'll probably be able to sell every copy you decide. I don't care what you do with them. The comps are yours. If you want to throw them out, if you want to keep them, I don't care. They're yours to do with whatever you want. Doug209 says, Juju. I remember one time, because I've been calling you Jules, and then one time I was like, all right, Juju, and you're like, why did you call me that? I'm like, I don't know. I just assumed that's what you're called now. And they're like, yeah,
I know. It's so weird. It's so weird.
That's why I only have one name. Which, by the way, we were discussing earlier how for some fucking reason people keep typing VAW, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's been a thing for years. Like, even professors would email me at Vaughn Coleman at whatever, and they'd call me VAW. And I'm like, so you spelled my name right. Julia. I've been saying Jules. I always say Jules. But
hearing someone call me Julia on the internet is very odd. I've always been Jules.
So this right here, this was Bancroft was like, I want something on the spine. And I said, why don't we use the trading card?
Look at that.
And so.
Yeah, that came out sick, honestly. I was not expecting it to look that good.
Neither was I. I'm very happy. So this was, I got to give credit. I thank so many people in the credits of my book. And even then there's people I'm like, oh shit. But after a certain point, you can only thank so many people. But Graham Nolan gave me, he was like, here's who, Rini and Graham Nolan gave me their printers.
Nice.
Rob Liefeld for $2. I wonder who this
Rob Liefeld.
That issue.
Go on, you can do it. You can do it.
Rob Liefeld from 199 said issue 1 didn't have enough gay sex for my taste.
That profile picture is so good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Liefeld. I'll have to. In my defense, the character is a 15-year-old child, so I would hope not.
Yeah, this is a good Christian comic.
Yeah, it's an all ages book, which, by the way, is banned on Facebook and Instagram. The link to my website.
Really?
And I looked at the terms.
Why?
The closest thing I could think of is, you know how there's a cartoon gun in my logo?
Yes.
So I think that they just flagged it as a firearms website.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm selling an all ages book for that's available for kids. And I've made this appeal, and every time I make the appeal, they give me another warning, almost as like an additional fuck you.
Mhm.
I really do think that's the case. Vaughn and Nita's fellow Brony is sad by the lack of. I never at one point said that was going to happen. All right. Anyway, so these are the copies. Issue 2 will be much cheaper because there won't be a spine here. It'll be a much slow. Which I didn't realize how much of a price difference that makes. Like staple down books, huge price difference.
Yep.
And I'm like, now I get why everyone and their mother told me to make a smaller first book. I remember that was one of the first things, and of course, like a fucking idiot, I went against it. But Kelsey Shannon was like, yeah, Vaughn, don't do more than 56 pages or something like that. Or I guess it would have been 48. And I'm like, well, I want to. And he's like, okay. And,
well,
now
you live and you learn.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Everyone likes the book, which is the scariest part, is because people have paid for it. And you're like, if this shit sucks, like,
yeah.
So that was good. Are you working on yours still? Or are you taking a break?
I've taken a break from it. I'll be
it.
honest, but
I get it.
I'm trying to like plan what to do with it. I might just fucking hire another artist to do it.
What do you mean? You're not going to do the book?
To draw it.
The whole book? Like all the interiors?
I don't know.
I know. It's the choice paralysis. Well, is it because it's like so much? It's daunting, or is it because you just...
Yeah, because I was planning to do everything, Yeah. Like I'm writing it, I'm drawing it, inking it, coloring it, lettering it, So it's a little daunting. I
know. That was one of the things I was always like, I'm like, okay, if you, but I will say, if you want to talk to someone about that, like Jake Hyperwizard, he's doing all of it. He's penciling it, he's inking it, he's writing it, he's coloring it. He's doing everything. But yeah, I mean, listen, if I would not be able to get the books out, like obviously I have to spend right now. I'm the one spending all the money. I'm not, full disclosure, I'm not making anything. But it's, right now you're kind of, if I wasn't hiring multiple people, I wouldn't be able to get stuff done. That's the only reason why they have pencilers and inkers as 2 different jobs, was to make deadlines. Exactly. So I get it. Have you ever I would ask around, ask other creators like what they do and how they do it. Because like doing most. Obviously you've got the writing down. I think I've read your scripts. I think your scripts are excellent.
Thank you.
What do you like doing most? And what do you not want to do?
Well, I'm definitely a faster writer than I am drawer.
Well, I think that's just writers
a lot more time. But I've always been, since I have a background in animation, I've always been stronger in like character art. So the backgrounds is like the main thing. If I could find a fucking background artist to at least, draft it out, that would be great. And then just do the rest myself.
Background artists or thumbnail artists?
What do you mean? No, I do the thumbnails myself, but
background artists you could probably I would try. I remember that's what you were. I think
and shit.
Yeah, I would say if you're not into doing architecture and stuff, I would hire out. Like if something, this is what I learned, because ultimately, especially if you're a new creator, you're not going to be making money right away. You might if you're doing more steps, But especially if something's just going to cause you misery and take time,
Right.
like
Exactly.
hire out the help. Like it really, like there was certain
Exactly.
things like I was like, oh, I could either learn formatting
Mhm.
or hire someone to format for issue 1. And then if I decide I want to save the money in the future, I'll do it.
Mhm.
But like because for example, I remember when you were first hiring me, actually the way I got the editor job was because I swindle. And I'm like, she super chat, I think it was Ethan. You were like, hey, I'm looking for a background artist. Now I have no
Yeah.
artistic talent at all. I go, hey, I'm not an artist, but I could help you find one. Also, I'm an editor. I think that's how we
Very
started talking.
smooth.
And then I got hired. So, but that's the thing is
Yeah.
I kept asking you if you need help because I could definitely find people who are good at drawing backgrounds. Like, I know a lot of artists, especially who are asking me for work. And
Yeah.
could see if
I mean,
anyone-
I'm kind of talking to a few people right now. I have this one friend in Japan, believe it or not. He's an actual manga artist, but he works on like a bunch of different comics for people at the same time, and he sketches really fast. So I'm like, maybe I'll just get him to sketch the backgrounds, and I'll just ink them. But yeah, it's I was way too ambitious taking on everything, and I've kind of learned along the way that you figure out your strengths and your weaknesses
oh yeah,
very quickly.
you have to.
And
Yeah, I mean, you're
if I
going
hire
to.
someone to do something that I know I'm really weak at, then I'll do that.
That's what most people have to realize that there's something that that's part of the tough part is you're going to realize every time you're starting something you're more ambitious. Like do you remember my original company idea is I'll host all these other things, and then you start doing math and
Yeah.
printing costs and you're like, well, I was like, I'm going to put out 5 books in my first year, and I'm like, that's not. I'm lucky to put out
Yeah.
one. You realize how expensive printing costs are and shipping costs are a bitch.
Oh,
But you want to make enough where it's like you can avoid it. Maybe I'll fulfill my own in the future, but I didn't feel like doing it for issue 1. I
Yeah.
definitely paid a price for it.
Who fulfilled for you?
Critical Blast. I can't recommend them enough.
Oh, nice.
They did Fiendish. They did
Mhm.
they do tons of, like I was in the warehouse. They do for genuine comics. Like I don't know if you know Perfect 10. That's like
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my
Yep.
favorite titles right now.
I think I met him
He's
on one of
great.
your streams. Yeah.
Dave Brinks, Genuine Comics. He's great. One of my favorites. I can't recommend him enough. He's both those guys, Critical Blast, Genuine. Does he fulfill? He does fulfill for Adam Lawson. That's right. He fulfills Adam Lawson, tons of other people. But yeah, your stuff, your trading card is coming along great. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out the stretch goals for all of this. I think I'm gonna space out my stretch goals more. My issue 1, I got very excited with the stretch goals,
Right.
and then I was like, "You guys are helping. Yeah, I want to give you guys everything," and I'm glad I did. But now I'm like, "Fuck."
Then the bills start rolling in, the invoices.
I wanted to give them everything, and here's the thing: my customers are very happy with me right now. My bank account is, but yeah, I mean that's the thing. You also want to like Bancroft told me this. You want to it's better to like over deliver, especially on your first book,
right?
Because most people. I've met people in person who are literally like, Vaughn, I'm friends with you. I want your book. I'm not backing until I've seen you fulfilled. Then I'll back your second book. And I get it. Because it's like, because there are people that will just
see if you follow through.
Yeah, exactly. And also if the book is
especially
good.
For a first issue, like you gotta kind of build people's trust.
And I also don't have a career in the industry. Someone like Billy Tucci, for example, or if it's she, they've been reading it since the 90s, so they know.
Right. You can kind of get away with the
no one knows who I am or Phenomenova.
Right.
So that was why I was trying to. My book was how far along was my book? I think my book was 20 something pages colored and 40 something pages inked when I launched, I think. Remember people would say when I am gonna hang on. Remember when people would say, "When am I going to use this math in the real world?" Yeah. Well, I still haven't had to do a lot of that shit. I don't think like I haven't had to use SOHCAHTOA yet.
Use what?
SOHCAHTOA. You don't remember SOHCAHTOA?
SOHCAHTOA?
Sine, cosine, or what was it? It was the fuck SOHCAHTOA. Hang on. You don't remember SOHCAHTOA?
What is it?
SOHCAHTOA. Hold on. What was it for again? It was sine, cosine, and tangent. It was,
Oh. I was like, what? Is that a fucking Native American?
that was. Did you see the video of that teacher doing that? SOHCAHTOA is some.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yes.
And then people were like, she needs to get sensitivity training. I'm like, I just think it was cringe. I don't think it's really.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I forgot about that. That was funny.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's no way you haven't seen that. Knowing you,
Yeah.
you've seen all this shit. Yeah, I've been sending you and Cecil the worst shit. Every time I see something that's like day ruining, I send it to you. First thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I normally like if I see something you send me, I'm like, I know I can't watch it in public, whatever it is. It's something that will get me in trouble. There are times where I was like at a professional event and I was like going to look up someone's Instagram and I was seeing the memes that were popping up on my Explore page and I'm like, I gotta refresh real quick.
I know.
Because it's bad.
That's why I don't go on social media in public.
I try not. There is some shit that I'll tell you. I have to tell you off air, but there's some shit that you've sent me that I opened and almost got in trouble at work. So
really,
it was a bad one. It was like if I had opened it a few seconds later, like things would have ended very poorly.
It's awesome.
All right, so right now I just opened my Explore page. It's just a bunch of big tits. So that's good. I still can't open in public. So it's either big tits, memes, or comic books. Typically, is my Explore page.
It's a good mix.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very accurate to me. So it does show. It does show how much they're like. But this, I mean, I love the thing in the background. So because I remember when we were talking about this, I was like, I want you to draw the Phoenix Senshi. Now, for those of you that have read issue 1, or even if not, because by showing that she's training him, I'm kind of showing some of the ending. The Phoenix Senshi joined the war when she was 15, but she even trained before that, and then she fought in the war for X amount of years, and then 20 years after the war. So I was like, you get to pick any point in that character's history. It could be her in training, it could be her during the war, it could be her after the war, it could be her in the present. And I was like, you get to pick any point. So why did you pick? So how old is she in your mind when you're drawing this?
I believe I told you she's of legal age.
Yes, that was.
She's in her prime, let's say.
Yeah, so this is during World War III then.
At her sexiest, I guess.
Yes.
Whenever that was.
Yes.
But no, yeah, young woman. With some curves, I got to draw the curves.
Yeah, your mind was in the right place. You know your audience.
But yeah, I think she looks pretty. I do like her older version too, with the scar and the
scar,
the little white streak.
That's the white streak is going to be. Oh, that's one thing I guess I'll mention. The white streak is also in the younger version. If you look.
Oh, so really?
The white streak is something she's born with. So yeah, that's a good. All right, that's good. I'm glad I caught that now. That was actually a coloring correction I had to issue. During the first book is if you look at the double page spread. See, even when she's young. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Okay, yeah.
That's why if in issue 2, or I don't know if I want to spoil it, but issue 2, you do see a very young version, and she still has the white streak. It's something. Actually, it was my first artist years ago, back when it was still called Living Legends, and the script was very bad, but the ideas were good. Had given me a little mock-up design for the character. And in that mock-up design, she drew the scar and then the white streak. And I had never thought of that. And she was like, I just saw someone at work who had a white streak in her hair, and I just thought it looked cool. So I gave it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I love the white streak.
Yeah, I thought it was, I don't know, something unique. There's so many ninja chick characters. So Where is it? Let me see if I can find the original art. Right here. Here we go. Okay, yeah, this didn't end up being used, but this was one of the earliest drawings of the Phoenix Senshi. And then, so I'll give her like partial, credit for creation, because she came out with this years ago. This was back when I was in college. I think this is even before I met you. This is years ago. So she looks different then.
What artist is this? That's awesome.
She ended up she's actually ended up dropping the book, and she has a kid right now. But she ended up designing she did some of the earliest art for what was then Living Legends. Actually, I think when she first joined, it was the Vortex. It was way back.
Oh wow!
There's designs I can't show, but she's
early.
The first ever look of the Phoenix Senshi. So I'm going to give her partial credit again. I think I should have given her some partial character design credit. I'll have to amend that with issue 2.
Will you ever do a book with, or like at least some pages maybe in the back with original concepts and stuff?
Yes, I plan on doing a making. Actually, maybe I'll even do that in that same Art of Phenomenova book. I'll figure out. I want to build up enough stuff where I could just easily just lay out the book, fund it, and ship it out.
Right.
But yeah, I would love to do a making of book. Yeah. I think that would be so fun. I initially was going to put off the issue 1 campaign and do a making of, but I decided to wait because I wanted it to be an IP that people care enough to read a making of book.
Yeah, definitely. You got to establish it first. And like you said, build up all the media you can use.
Yeah, I think I wanted to make sure people cared enough to learn the making of before. Like, no one wants to see the making of, or maybe some do, but most people I figured wouldn't care enough to see the making of a project they don't know much about.
Right.
So I love that kind of behind the scenes stuff, but generally I want to be a fan of it first before I dive into the behind this. Because if I don't even know if I want to dive into the project.
What's the point?
Same thing with merch. Same reason why I put off merch is because I was like, why would I make merch what if people buy the t-shirt and they're like, oh, I actually don't.
Yeah, you got to build a fan base first.
Yeah. Definitely. So I think if I do make shirts, I'll make ones of all the covers, including yours. Obviously, you'll get comps to your shirt. So yeah.
Yeah.
But this has been a fun stream. I think I might call it actually soon.
I gotta go too. I got work tomorrow.
All right. So I forgot. Yeah. You got I forgot you work on Mondays. I don't know. I gotta figure out my work stuff too. But for now, I got some stuff to work on. I always have a big to-do list, and then I get to half of it. So, all right. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder who that Rob Liefeld was. I'm really curious.
It's a mystery.
Oh wow! I got a text around the same time that Rob Liefeld super checked. I wonder who that could have possibly been.
Who is it?
Wait, are you joking? You didn't figure out who that was?
Is it Bobby?
Used to say. Who's to say?
Oh God!
It was Rob, says Doug. Yeah, it was clearly Mr.
It was
Liefeld.
Rob. Yes, of course.
Rob Liefeld did in fact say
Rob.
There's not enough gay sex in the. That was Mr. Liefeld. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching. And again, if you haven't already, make sure to check out Phenomenova. Jules, let me know if you need anything for your comic. Obviously, I'm still your editor. Also, two friends. So if you ever need anything, let me know. And don't hold on to your ideas forever. That's all I'll say, because your script is very good.
Thank you.
And it deserves to get made.
Got to do it.
Yeah, the hardest part is actually just punching ahead. So once you do that, you got it.
You're right.
But so thank you for coming on. And anything you want to shout out?
No, that's it. Just follow me on Insta, I guess, if you're not. And have a nice night.
All right. See you. Take care. Have a good one.
Peace.
See you. All right. And without further ado, I think we kind of did everything I Bye, says Doug209. Without further ado, I'm going to play the trailer as we head out. You guys got a good show tonight. You got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to play the trailer and we're going to head out. See you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And peace out. When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new, something greater to be born. And with them, even greater threats to face. Bring it on! Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you.